until she saw her most treasured dance dress being given by her husband to his lover for a competition. She finally realized her husband had long since given his love to someone else. What broke her heart the most was that the man who once vowed to be her only dance partner actually broke that promise for his lover and stepped on stage for a duet. Completely disappointed in her husband, she decided to end the contract with the system and take back the legs she gave him 4 years ago, disappearing from his life forever. The man had no idea, still soaking in applause and excitement on stage. He never expected. At that moment, a sharp pain suddenly shot through his legs. He collapsed to the ground. Meanwhile, the woman who had been in a wheelchair for 4 years stood up again. Turns out she was a tasker who traveled through multiple worlds, earning points by completing system missions, allowing her to move on to her next life. 7 years ago, the man simply stood downstairs with flowers, and she gave up the chance to return to reality, choosing instead to stay in this world with him for a lifetime. 3 years later, the man was in a car accident and lost the use of his legs. She didn't hesitate, used her system points to give him her own legs, and lost the ability to dance ever again. She once thought that was the best decision she had ever made, because after that, they got married, and he cared for her with great tenderness, remembered every anniversary, always surprised her with gifts, and she quietly supported his career. The man never forgot to thank her. His gifts became more and more expensive. She thought this happy life would last forever, but on their 4th wedding anniversary, just as she was preparing a surprise for him, she found him confessing his love to a woman he'd only known for 100 days, promising to leave his wife and give the lover a proper title. His friends were cheering him on. They all thought she was just a burden, and so did he. It was then she realized the love he showed her for the past 4 years was nothing more than a repayment of a debt. Right at that moment, the system notified her that the 4-year contract for the leg exchange was ending, and asked if she wanted to take them back. She didn't hesitate anymore, chose to end the contract right away. After packing her things, she asked her best friend to book a flight 3 days later. Once the system officially ended the contract, and her legs were restored, she would leave this place for good. When the man returned home, he was just as caring as always, gave her a diamond necklace made from the most precious materials, as an anniversary gift. She remembered how he thanked her on stage, when he received his very first award, and her heart wavered slightly. But before she could think too much, his lover sent a message. He claimed he had work at the company, and left her at home to go meet his lover. Not only that, the lover even sent a photo of them being intimate, mocking her, pushing her over the edge emotionally, and causing an asthma attack that landed her in the hospital. When she woke up, the man was right by her bed, blaming himself for not taking care of her, crying in regret. But the moment she saw lipstick marks on his neck, she felt nothing but disgust. After being discharged, the man brought her a little bell, said it was a handmade emergency device, that with one press, his bracelet would alert him, no matter how far he was. He'd come running. She felt a little touched, but just then, he received another call from his lover. When he came back from the call, he suddenly asked her where the award-winning dance dress was. She was confused but found it anyway. He praised its fine craftsmanship, then said his alma mater was hosting a charity ball, and hoped she could donate the dress to inspire younger dancers. Even though the dress